Hello and welcome to traders and investors. I'm glad to present to you the daily market review prepared by analysts and experts from fx.co portal. Here we go. Today is July 12th and we're starting from the majors, Euro-dollar pair and then GBP-USD. Evangelos Paulakis describes us the pivot points of these currency pairs. In the Euro-dollar pair, bulls continued to rise, but failed to close above the high of daily correction, 1.1012 yesterday. These mark and the next high of the weekly correction, 1.1096, remain the main targets of the current upward movement. The nearest supports of the higher time frames are 1.0936 daily short-term trend and 1.0901 monthly medium-term trend. On lower time frames, the main advantage now belongs to bulls. As of writing, they are testing the first resistance of the classic pivot points, 1.1031. And further targets for an intraday rise are 1.1053 and 1.1080. The key levels today serve as supports and are located at 1.1004, central pivot point of the day, and 1.0939, weekly long-term trend. Intermediate supports are 1.0982 and 1.0955. The weekly long-term trend, 1.0939, is currently reinforced by the daily short-term trend, 1.0936, so a consolidation below it will help change the current balance of power not only on lower time frames, but also on the daily time frame. Yesterday, on the daily chart of GBP-USD, the pound crossed the lower border of the monthly cloud, 1.2893. This is an important monthly level, so it may yet have its influence and, thanks to the force of attraction, delay the continuation of the rise. If the bulls maintain activity, the upper border of the monthly cloud, 1.3142, serves as their next target in this area. On lower time frames, the bulls are developing an upward trend movement. Having a clear advantage, it should be noted that during trend movement, corrective declines are as natural as rises. At the moment, we observe a corrective slowdown around 1.2957, first resistance of the classic pivot points. Further upward targets within the day are 1.2986 and 1.3038. In case the current correction deepens, the chart on lower timeframes suggests the following levels as supports today: 1.2905, central pivot point, 1.2876 and 1.2824 and 1.2806, weekly long-term trend. Gold, sweet gold. We've got a trading plan for this commodity asset presented by Petar Yakimovic. Gold has been trading upside, and we found the breakout of the key resistance at the price of 1934, which is good sign for further upside movement. due to the breakout of the key resistance zone and the strong upside momentum, Betar sees potential for the further growth towards upside references. Upside objective is set at the price of 1967. MACD oscillator is showing upside reading, which is a good sign for the further rally. Key support level is set at the price of 1895. And finally, here's Laurie Bailey with USD GBY pair forecast. Let's have a look. On the daily chart, the yen has successfully overcome the MACD line, the balance line, and the 140.35 level. Now the price is facing the area of convergence of the target level of 138.78 and the embedded line of the price channel in blue. The Marlin oscillator is steadily declining and has a solid margin of decline until it reaches the oversold zone. If the price consolidates below 138.78, it will open the way to 135.10. However, everything depends on today's US inflation data. Market participants, as indirect data suggests, may use it to turn the market towards strengthening the dollar. Then, it turns out that overcoming technical support levels was a false move. Climbing above 140.35 will confirm such an assumption. The signal line of the Marlin oscillator on the 4-hour chart has converged a downward wedge. This is a sign of the oscillator and reversal to the upside. A sign of heightened speculation in the market is ignoring today's disastrous machine orders data, minus 7.6% for May when expected 1.0%, and the neutral position of US government bond yields, with Japanese government bond yields following for the last month. That's all for today. See you online soon. Good luck.